Holy smokes, I'm adjusting this mouse to how I am playing. So I'm pretty sure all of us have heard of the company Pwnage by now, right? From the Ultra Custom Ergo to the Ultra Custom Symmetrical, the Ultra Custom Symmetrical 2. Maybe you've also seen their customizable keyboards. But the product we have from Pwnage today, guys, seriously has me just nerding out and excited as a tech and peripheral junkie. Seeing innovation and creativity like this product is super cool. The Ultra Custom Ambi. And this mouse is gonna come in a solid one with no holes or an option with holes on the side. And we're gonna dive more into that. But as far as what you get in your box, well, you get quite a bit, as you can see. Yes, it is wireless. Yes, it charges by USB-C. You get your little dongle extender right here if you want to route it. You get replacement shells. Now, the honeycomb is going to come with the solid version, the replacement shells that I got backwards right here. Now, if you get the honeycomb version, your replacement shells will be solid on the top, but your sides will still have holes. And again, on the solid one, it's solid on the side. You get a little screwdriver, which we're going to talk a little bit about that here in a second. You get some replacement feet. Replacement side buttons right here. You get these little spacers for your 1 and 2, and what those do is whenever you press it down, if you want it to hit a little bit faster or a little bit later, a little bit sharper, you got these little adjustments. And then of course your manual. Now, one little request here I have from Pwnage, can you guys please start printing something on your dongles, whether it be on the top or heck even on the middle right here, because I have multiple Pwnage products. I don't know what dongle goes to what. And let me tell you, I know from experience, it's never, ever a good situation when you don't know where to put your dongle. Wow, so there was a lot to take in right there. I know, right? There was a whole lot to take in, and we're gonna cover all of it in this video. But let's go ahead and start off with the core specs and dimensions right here. And in looking at this mouse, it's definitely right at a medium mouse. And looking at the specs, well, it's packing some pretty good specs. But focusing on that shape. Putting this mouse in my hand, again, like I stated, 100% medium mouse. I get a little bit of hump in the back right there. Nice width, not too wide or anything. I feel like it's gonna suit anything as far as a fingertip or relaxed claw. And yeah, I mean, you're not gonna pull it into that really ergo type of palm, but you can sit it into the back of your hand right there. Now, you all know I love giving comparisons of shapes of my mice when I cover them, because we can look at numbers all day long, but that really doesn't mean anything, or me talking about them to you might be like, whatever. And let me tell you what, using this mouse, if you watched my recent video of the Fanatec Bolt, this mouse right here, the Bolt is a smaller version of this. So, for example, if you got the Bolt in your hand and you feel like it's just a little bit small, I stated in my video, I feel like my hand kind of cramps around, it kind of crawls around, and I got to claw onto it, right? Coming over here to the Ambi, it really relieves that. It's a little bit wider, just slightly right there. I feel the hump a little bit more. It sits in my hand a lot better. As I stated, the Bolt was a schmedium. This is clear as day a medium right here, and I absolutely love the feel of this. All right, so now let's go ahead and talk about the weight of the Ambi mouse, and we're also going to talk about the little screwdriver bit I mentioned, right? So putting the solid one on there, this is solid all around, no honeycomb top or anything. We're getting right at 79.9. Let's go ahead and call it a flat, even 80. And yes, you can remove the side buttons, which I'll show you in a second. Heck, you can remove everything just like all other Pwnage mice right there, right? Now, coming over to the full honeycomb one, we're gonna get 75.9. So again, you can kind of do the math. If you wanna see, if we take the solid one, we'll take all the pieces off again. We'll slap the front bit on. And as you can see, this is how easy it is to swap it out, guys. Bam, it just attaches on. So now we got honeycomb on the top, solids on the side. Let's just see what we're getting here, 77.3. So looking at those weight variations right there, again, you can take off the little side buttons or interchange the top right there. Me personally, I'm a solid, full, no-hold mouse fan, you know, but it's really cool because you can really dabble with it and play it around as far as that weight that's gonna suit you. The coolest thing is when we look underneath the mouse. As you see, you got 2 screws and then your sensor in the middle and then these little tracks. So let's go on and take that screwdriver that came with our mouse right here. We're gonna loosen these screws up just a pinch, right? Just like, I don't know, maybe even just a half turn each. Then you can take the screw and just kind of take it and slide it wherever you want. See, now we're down at the bottom. If you want to pull it up into the middle, right there, and then just tighten your screws back, and that's where your sensor will be placed. So talking about that, sensor placement, which I'm gonna touch on here in a second when we're talking about use, but right now, focusing on the weight, whenever you're moving that, yeah, you do feel the weight adjust. You can put more in the back, more in the front, more in the middle, which is also gonna play into your play style along with that sensor placement. So hopefully I didn't lose you in that bit about that sensor movement right there in the weight. I wanna cover it a lot more talking about my use playing multiple different games. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get one of the new Pwnage mouse pads. This is one of their precision control pads, by the way, guys. And I just wanna let you know, this is so cool. I've always stated mouse companies need to start doing this with their mouse pads, putting their logo underneath. A little tab underneath. You don't need it up front in your face or anything. Right underneath is perfect. Okay, so talking about the sensor adjustment, right? So I got this one more towards the front. This one kind of towards the mid, maybe a little bit towards the back. So where's that going to play into? Number one, the weight, right? So I think most of us will be gripping this mouse kind of like this, maybe a fingertip, right? So what are you playing? Me playing Halo, right? I get occasional flicks, but I got to stop and hold it, right? So I kind of move around a bit more with my entire wrist rather than just kind of flicking with my fingers really fast and snappy up there. So again, when I pull mine back just a pinch, I wouldn't say it's middle, maybe a little bit forward right there. Yes, I can notice the difference with the weight being more towards my fingertips and also going into play with my movement of my wrist. It's not too snappy, but it's also not slow. I just feel that movement. Now coming over here to the one in the middle, this would be something if you just kind of like normally using it. You don't want those accidental kind of just quick slips right there. Maybe Rainbow Six or something. You want a little bit more control, just kind of be natural with your hand. That's where that mid placement really comes into play. But again, this is up to you. You can adjust these how you want. Now, Pwnage is saying there's like 14% difference from the bottom to the top or whatever. I don't know. I don't have anything to judge it from. I'm talking about my actual time using the mouse. And again, it was so shocking that yes, I did notice a difference. Holy smokes, I'm adjusting this mouse to how I am playing. Now, one other thing I want to talk about as far as, again, using the mouse, getting in your hand to performance, I guess weight as well, is when you get this mouse in your hand, as you can see, the side buttons are in a perfect position. They just protrude just a little bit out there, right? You can feel them, really differentiate them. Coming over to the back side, well, you can interchange these as well, but as you can see, you cannot press these on the side. As you look on the honeycomb version, I have them where pressing on that side, pressing on that side, and you can interchange all of these out, guys. So as you see, we took off that top shell before. By the way, you can also interchange your DPI button we have there. Now the side buttons are a little tougher to get out, but we're just gonna poke them out with a little knife right there. I wish they included a tool to get these out. Maybe I'm doing something wrong here. But anyways, as you see, now we have everything off from the side buttons, the shells, the DPI. And the great thing about it, guys, is the build of this is still rock stinking solid. People love complaining about weight. Me personally, I love this weight, around 70, 75 grams right there, because again, I want a rock solid product over some lightweight flexy piece of junk. Talking about the placement of the buttons, it's fantastic. Again, the side buttons are right there and they're very crispy. So the Pwnage Ultra Custom Ambi right here should be active for pre-orders on Saturday. I'm not too sure when the heck I'm posting this video, but again, the pre-orders will be active. It's $120. And I know that's on the steeper end of a gaming mouse price right there, but honestly, when you look at the features, functions, specs, customization, it speaks for itself, and I stinking love it. But anyways, thank you so much for stopping by and watch this one. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope I helped you out. If it did, hit that thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye now.